for stopping by. Middle of the week, late night, I'm awake. Gotta do some practice on the cuffs for myself anyway. So why not jump on and share the practice? Maybe I'll have a good tip for somebody. Adjust that light a little bit. And maybe someone will stop by and we'll have a little fun. We are on the tea train tonight. Nice, what is this? Benner Tea Company. Mint tea. Mint's my favorite. A little bit of honey. A little lemongrass or something like that in there wouldn't have been bad, but I currently don't have any. So, this is a huge tip that I can throw your way. If you have any kind of like sensitivity to your skin, where you start getting contact dermatitis because of cheap metal, in terms of jewelry, and stuff like that, invest in Benadryl anti-itch cream, because this stuff irritates all up and down and starts breaking me out. It's one of the things you got to deal with, right? Yeah, okay. So, personally, I need to work on the double lock, but why not go through practicing some other things? So, I kind of like to practice in the order I learned it. So I tend to start out doing a little shim work. Which, where is my back there? I don't know where it's at. Fuck it. Alright. So, a little shim work. You're gonna get it in between these teeth and the blocking teeth. Get it down as far as you can before you do any pressing of the paw. And once you get some movement, you wanna keep getting it down there until you get it as far as you can. Hold it in place as you're pulling the bow out so it doesn't pull the shim. And if you're not gonna do kind of a pinch on the cuff, you can actually push the bow down against something. You gotta be careful you don't bend your shim up, but it does happen. Oh, what's up, Dean? Yeah, I'm unplanned other than Saturday night, man. But hello to you. Alright, so when I wanted to practice that and get better at it, what I found was easy to get a lot of reps in as it goes. What's up, Agent Muffin Man? Frick, how you doing there, brother? Alright. So, if you just have one cuff, double it up. Put both cuffs on one wrist. If you got multiple cuffs, put a bunch on. And then you just sit here, got it down there, get your shim in place, push your bow, push your shim. So I like to hold by the top, release with that finger. And then this way, you just go through. See, that's why you need practice. And then you'll find, generally, even just by the end of doing 6 of them, get a little more fluid. So if you're going to do an escape that depends on shimming, it would be a good idea to put a lot of these on in your practice and your warm-up. And bang, 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 bang. Get your shimming going. So, then I've done some shimming. Generally my cuffs sitting here. I'll grab something and randomly start grabbing the tools I like to try picking with. And then I'll practice picking in hand. Just making sure I can get in there, find the spot I'm supposed to find. Once I open them up, I'll lay it down. I'll pick the next one up. That tip is throwing me, sorry. These are Peerless 700Cs. Still used by some law enforcement. It used to be used by more, but it's pretty much the same as the 700s and 802s. Except the 801 and 2s, because those are hinged. Right. Let's adjust our tip. I don't like that bend. Do I believe in Jesus Christ? I don't know. I haven't met the guy. And then after I pick in hand, of course, I'll move on to picking off the wrist. So 3 handcuffs, Peerless variety. And what I'll be doing, I'll be attempting to break a Guinness World Record in August. So definitely need to keep practicing. All right, let's see if how that tip feels. I think I do that. Now I know why I do that. I do that to feel for the bend. I'm not trying to clean it off, so I don't know if I use that knowledge when I find it, but that's what I'm feeling for. Ooh. All right. Decent little run. Put those back on in a moment. Grab a little drink. Alternating tea and Canada Dry tonight. Yeah, Dean. No, not resin, but I have used picks to like smear like wax or butter or whatever in some burns, and found out I don't like doing that because it does gum up your picks. So I have to remind myself not to do that. Let's do another run. Practice is practice. Got to do it over and over and over. Although we'll do some other stuff. Oh, thank you, Frick. Gotta be. Let me go with more of my preferred tool. Modified tubular pick. Just nice, straight, modified to the thicknesses and widths that seem to work the best for me. It's the grip that seems to work the best for me. Really, it's all between here. That's the pinky and that are just kind of resting. But these two are holding with the thumb. Just get it in there, get them off, clear the bows, get the other side, and you're done. Bam. That's worth a like, right? Come on, I got 5 likes. I don't know, maybe that helps. We'll pop a few more on there, people. I would appreciate it. All right, let's transfer that into a 6 cuff. Escape here. Mixing the colored ones are the 750Cs from Peerless, and the silver, stainless steel, are the 700s. Different double lock mechanism. One's a bar, one's a spring. But other than that, mostly the same. So all right, 6 cuffs. No slight bend, so pay attention to how that is. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's try to get them on. Ooh. Let's see, my wrist has got definitely gets reduced mobility because I'm coming over the top of more cuffs. And once in a while, it'll slow you down. All right. Dean, that's a good call. That is the safe route. Oof. I'm getting warmed up, so I got to take my jacket off. All right. Let's try a double lock. I'll show you what goes on with that. So, gotta push that little button in to release the double. Now, we suggest you have extra keys laying around. I got handcuff key tools here. This is made by Rock Out Your Lockout. A really cool picker, cool guy. So we'll engage our double lock. Push on that, make sure the double lock is engaged. Ow. And then we'll get her picked. I gotta lean over the camera a little bit, make sure I'm getting the right spot. So let's see if we can. Got that one. And I got that one. So that is a single cuff double lock escape. From the Hollywood position, of course. Yay! Thank you. I got 2 more likes. I got 2 likes. I got 2 likes. Hey. And then the mechanism is a little different in the 750Cs. So let's see if it's easier or harder for me to do these. I go back and forth on whether I feel like it's easier or harder. There we go. We got our double locks engaged. Squeeze. I mean, I could fake the squeeze, but what fun would that be? All right, same thing, same kind of keyway, same tool. I'm just gonna get in there. I think I hit it. I did. I definitely hit that. All right. Double lock escape with the 750Cs. Why don't I try that with the real cuffs? You mean like the Smith & Wessons? Because you can't get out of Smith & Wessons? It's impossible, man. Let's go ahead and do just that. Dean, if that is your real name. An Allen wrench. For the key? Paul? Can you tell by my confused answer that I've never seen that? Doesn't mean you can't use an Allen wrench on some cuffs to get out. All right, double locked. I got the Smith & Wessons on. Let me grab the pick that's going to help me get out of these. Different keyway, tighter tolerances. Why everyone's always like, oh, can you do it in the Smith & Wesson? Oh, did not get the double lock. Oh, don't tell me I slipped it again. Yeah. There we go. You can't do it in Smith & Wessons. Those are magic. right spot. Oh, missed that. All right, come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, well, I got it. There we go. Oh, yeah, Dean. No, I know. What the heck is an Allen wrench? It's a hex wrench, man. Usually look like an L. Comes with a pack of them. That's interesting. Well, you do have, you do have some handcuff keys that can be shaped a lot of different ways, a lot of handcuff key tools. So it could easily just have been something that looked like that, but, still had the functional key. Yeah, there might be something out there like that, which is pretty cool. Makes me want to get it. All right, let me, well, I'll just show you. So, go holes up. I'll try double lock on that. Holes up means they're facing the body. They're harder to get out of that way on some cuffs. When you get into hinged and rigid, it really starts screwing with you. But with chain, you really just gotta, it does make it harder. It makes it harder to put it on camera, I'll tell you that. And then the way I got this is not the way I like to do it. So, did I get it? No, I did not. There, I did. So, if it ain't working, change your angle a little bit. There we go. And there we go. There's a little holes up. If I get a little wild, I'll do it behind the back. Bit. Yeah, that's I would imagine it would be small. That is kind of cool. I gotta look into that after this. We'll ask our guy, as it is, or our people in the Shackle and Cuff Club, co-founded by Not Too Dead, at Not Too Dead, and YouTube channel. Go check him out. He does cuffs as well, and locks, and pyrotechnics. And when the full moon comes, it turns into a panda. He's a were panda. They do exist. All right. Let me try to get redemption on that 6 cuff escape. Turned around. All right. Where did my pick go? Yeah, seriously, where's my pick? Shit. No, over here. I cleaned off the desktop. I only have a couple things on there, and I threw that on top of the thing I'm looking for. That's how this works for me. All right, so already screwed it up. I gotta make sure I clear them top ones a little bit more. Well, I gotta take the time to flick some arms out of the way. Do a little wiggle on the wrist to move stuff sometimes. better. A little bit. Tiny bit. All right, sorry. Let me light one up. Definitely, you could use a tiny Allen wrench to, if you just find one that's paperclip size, then you will be able to paperclip shim. So I can show it. All right, so see how one side of that's rounded, one side's nice and square. Well, that rounded side allows for a little bit more of a gap. You can still do it on this other side, but it really is just begging you to take something long and pointy, put it down in there. Sometimes you gotta depress the pawl, sometimes you can get it in there without that. Once it's in the spot, it will continue to just push in, and then now you get yourself out. The one bad thing is this is nice, little flexible. You use a thin Allen wrench trying to do that, you might bust your Allen wrench, but so be careful, don't crank on it when you do it. There, Dean. Oh, I gotta get out of the other side. No, we'll do it this way. Da, 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 da. Sometimes you just gotta do it with a little bit of flair, right? Oh, it boxed me. All right. What happened? Ah, there we go. Usually you can do the double pop out. What Paul say? Double lock? Paul, did you just show up? Yeah, usually 16. The problem again with the camera in the way and I'm leaning forward, it's not as easy. It's a little easier when you're just doing it yourself. So you want a double lock there, Paul? Oh, sorry. I looked up. I just saw the P, man. I thought you were a different guy. And I was fucking with you anyway. But now that I did this, I'm committed. That's why I don't like those. Gotta lean my wrist over too far to get the key to engage. There's the click. There's that. Grab my tool and let's give it a nice. Oop, that wasn't it. That was almost it. I get it. Ah, I gambled. It was a 50-50 that I slipped or I hit it. So, little gamble, little win. That's what's up. Let us show you guys the party trick. Speaking of party tricks, Gene. All right. Get out of some cuffs. Uh-oh. A little too wide. I'll make my L. Slide right in there. And so bam, you're out of cuffs with your wrapper. Jackrabbit, what's up, sir? It's going better than the picking practice went earlier today, I'll tell you that. I did okay yesterday with some picking. Not great, not bad, serviceable. So I was kind of happy with it. All right. The heart of my practice is the 3-cuff run. As I prepare for the record. Just, well, not 100% finalized, but we just talked to the commander of the American Legion, and we just got to send over the detailed plans. But looks like that's where we're going to do the event. So we got that worked out. Fire chief and police chief probably going to be there, or have somebody there available, and it's coming along. So where's my damn tool? There we go. All right. No bends. It looks good. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Bam. Ah, that was a good run. Again, you can always be a little bit better. Always be a little bit better. All right, I appreciate you guys showing up. I'll show you my other stupid part, the stupid party trick. Which one do I want? Do it this way. So we'll do the 2 wrists, 1 cuff trick. It's just really hard to put these on. Hold on. So, I got a leg iron. And got to try to get to... I was like, did I screw up and put it on that side? Oh, there we go. Sometimes when I'm trying to look around, that hole just looks like a rivet to me. So, let's get in position. Oh, I think I almost had it. Ooh. A little bit. I gotta make sure you hold on to your tools pretty good, because when it partially opens, and yeah, you don't want to drop your tool, because then you still need it to get the rest of the way out. So, a little bit of leg cuff fun. I gotta do both of them on there at one point here. We're gonna wait till probably on Saturday night, or a Saturday night. Might as well. I'll show you guys the Chubs. IK70s, which are pretty pretty easy to shim. Well, it's supposed to be when I say that. Why would it not shim? Oh, because I'm using it. What the hell's wrong? Oh, there we go. Was it because it was bent, or I was using the thin one? Ah, the thin one. right tool for the right job, right? Now, these are the lever lock cuff. So to pick these, you actually have to apply pressure to that. And go in here and pick 3 levers. Sorry, I say levers because I watch a lot of UK pickers for their lever lock knowledge. And then there you go, picked out. Now, without having a key, I can engage the double lock by going in here, sliding that across. If I don't slide it all the way across, I can put it back. It is double, well, kind of double locked, but it'll move it. But if I go all the way, now it's fully double locked and in position. And then you're going to do the same thing to pick it. You're going to put your tension on it that way. Although, you can't go the right way. That's probably important. For me, it seems to be easier. Like there's more tension on it and stuff when you double lock picking it. Can't get on that lever. Other than this time. And if you hold it right, when it slides across, it'll also release. But if it doesn't, then you just got to pick it again. There we go. So and that sucks trying to do all the time because you gotta. That's why I gotta practice that before I try popping that on live again. And then, although, in the spirit of that, let's try picking this real quick. I am working on this to use it in some escapes because they're just prettier than all your basic padlocks. So we're going to go in through the back. I got this, I've adjusted and filed this nail tool to where I can get it to work. I want to make sure I'm not at the front of the stuck on that. I got to be in the groove to create the tension in the right spot. And it falls off that spot a lot. So I made another nail tool, and it sucked trying to turn it like that, but a nice little pair of mini vice grips does a wonderful job for a DIY handle. And this has got 4 levers. So and there we go. A little square pick. And then if you don't mind, just I like to pick it closed. Pick it back in the other direction. So gotta make sure I hold that while I'm doing it. I'm doing the tension in the other direction, but picking is the same. And there we go. Picked open, picked closed. Speaking of practice, that's how I pop that in practice. So, alright, can also pinch the fuel. Nice. Zip ties. Yeah, I did the live with Coxie, and he was put on zip tie to do a zip tie escape. So I got excited and I zip tied my wrists and then I busted them off, and he was kind of doing a trick. So I cut myself, and I am scarred from it. I'm scarred for life. I'll never be the same. Hold on. I gotta relight this thing. It went out. Well, yeah. I was like, I don't have the other. Well, yeah, we can do that. Do another fun one with the ASP. See if we can buy my way out, right? Ooh. Almost. Not a big enough bill. Oh, there we go. $2 get you out of prison. Really gotta feed it in so it doesn't crinkle up. Ah, scheiße. Ugh. Come on. Bottom of the L is slipping. There we go. I didn't have that part of my L wide enough, and then it was punching up. That gets in the way of making your way out of the cuffs. All right. Let me just take another 3 cuff run here, and then I might say goodnight. Oof. And then you can tell I'm getting tired because I always say with multiple cuff escapes, put all the cuffs on one side, then you put them on the other side all together because it's a lot less annoying than trying to pick up and adjust cuffs when you're already cuffed. But still got to do it. All right, let's pop a run. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Get to something that rhymes with shoe. All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Just getting in some practice. Thought I'd talk about how I practice, how I've practiced other things in the past, and I've got some tools to work on. I'm adjusting an oversized bobby pin to get the angle perfect for double lock hits. I've got some broken and bent picks that I am going to kind of chop and modify into straight picks, straight pointy pokies, and that's what I'll be doing. So catch me on Saturday night, midnight Eastern Standard Time, possibly Friday night. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And sub me up. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. Peace.